Our mateys, and welcome to Pirates Dinner Adventure. And if you're looking for a really fun dining experience while visiting the Orlando area, I'm gonna go over this entire experience to show you why you'll want to add a night to the Pirates Dinner Adventure to your trip. So let's get into it. The Pirates Dinner Adventure is a themed 3-course dinner show that features pirates, a lot of fun song and dance, and some pretty spectacular action. To be honest, I'd never heard of the Pirate Dinner Show until I got this email from Groupon recommending it as something that I might like, and it definitely sparked my interest. So when I went in, I bought my tickets off of Groupon, and FYI, if you do buy your tickets off Groupon like I did, you are required to call in and make a reservation, where I also learned that you had to pay an additional payment for parking. We came on a Friday night, and they do tell you to get there about an hour early before the show. And when you arrive, you'll check in at the front desk, get your picture taken, and then you'll be let into the marketplace, where you'll get to hang out until the show starts letting you in the theater. And this marketplace is pretty awesome. Here you can pick up some pirate gear for the show, grab a drink, or even pick up a pirate-themed sword or dagger. And the detail that they put into these swords are pretty amazing. You'll definitely want to swing by and at least check these out before heading to the show. Once the show area is ready for you, they'll start calling you into the theater, and the whole area is broken down by color. We were seated in the yellow area that's on the right-hand side of the theater, and I have to say this whole pirate ship theater is pretty impressive. I loved all the details on the stage, and there was also this really cool Poseidon that greets you as you walk in. I was also really happy to see that we were seated pretty close to the stage. I loved everything about our location except for this giant pole that ended up blocking our view for quite a bit of the show. But that's a small complaint because the action moves throughout the entire pirate ship, so I had a good view regardless. Once the show got started, we were immediately introduced to our very own pirate, Antonio, who was really great about getting us pumped up for the show. And one of the things that I noticed right away in this show is that they involve their audience a lot more than any other dinner shows that I'd been to in the past. From the very beginning, several audience members were pulled to be a part of the show, including yours truly. I was one of the lucky people that were selected at the start to be a part of the Pirates Challenge, so I came down to get my instructions from Antonio. The instructions seemed easy enough. Hoist the flag when the boys come back on the boat. But one thing that I forgot to ask him before I made my way back to my seat was, when do I go back and do this? I'm really hoping that it's obvious. So I made my way back to my seat just in time to get our first course, which was the Caesar salad. And all the while you're enjoying your salad, there's just so much going on, from singing and dancing to pirate banter, that you'll easily get distracted while you're enjoying your meal. But this show is really fun and filled with a lot of different characters that will come flying in from every direction. And it's more than just a tournament between your pirates, but a whole story that's filled with audience participation, which my husband got pulled for several different occasions. And he also got selected to make his official vows to become a pirate himself, which is perfect because he loves pirates. And you can see everything in this show, from mermaids to aerial acrobatics. There's trampoline stunts, amazing special effects like the storm, and even some cannon firing and water explosions. Oh, and I can't forget to mention some awesome sword fighting. For our entrees, you do get a choice of chicken or pork. There are also other options to upgrade your meal in several different ways, like choosing either a beef tenderloin, tofu, or even a turkey leg. You also have choices to add a lobster tail, shrimp skewer, and several different desserts. We chose to have both the chicken and the pork to be able to get an idea of what both meals look like, and we didn't find either meal to be better than the other, so you wouldn't be missing out if you chose your preference. After our meal, it finally became time for me to participate in the pirate challenge, and I jumped down to be able to help out. But I may have jumped down a little bit too early because I didn't see either one of the other girls who were supposed to be down here with me, but oh well. I made it a great opportunity to get some great shots of the crowd participating in the challenge, which happened to be a version of like Pass the Beanbag, which we definitely didn't win. The second challenge is one where we tossed a beanbag up to Antonio for a relay, and I don't think we won that one either. We're not doing too well for this. Finally, I saw my other two partners walking down for our challenge, and I knew I was finally up to bat. So for our challenge, the kids would get in this boat and start racing each other on either side of the ship, and when they finished, we would raise our flags. And the kids gave it all, but we were 0 for 3 for all of the challenges. But even though we didn't win any of the challenges, we still had a really great time, and I loved the audience participation throughout the entire show. They really get the entire audience involved, and I loved that. When I got back from my challenge, we were served our desserts, which ended up being this chocolate brownie, and since I love chocolate brownies, I can't complain. The end of the show is pretty spectacular and action-packed, and you won't want to miss any of the action. We even got a chance to see a sea monster. After the show, the marketplace area comes alive for an after-show dance party where you get a chance to take pictures with the cast, pick up some last-minute souvenirs, and for all of my friends out there that are over the age of 21, you even get invited to a private after-show speakeasy piano bar where there's another bar and also some gambling tables with this really cool spinning piano platform with live performers. I really love unexpected areas like this, and it was a great way to be able to chill after this action-packed show. If you're looking for more fun dinner shows in Orlando to experience, you'll want to check out my video on medieval times that just popped up on the screen. It's also a really fun dining experience filled with knights and some spectacular horses. Until next time, everyone, I hope you have an amazing day and go out and enjoy some Florida sunshine.